Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Sunday, the 13th of July. I think I might have said it was 13th of July yesterday. I apologize. Obviously, it was the 12th. So the first time in 99 days, or 3 months and 8 days, I'm taking the old Slim Jim for a rip. I said something about Slim Shady in a... I don't remember what I was writing. I was writing something. Said something about Slim Shady, and I had several people go, "Well, I thought you were taking the Slim for a ride." No, I started the Slim Shady with, while I was riding the Slim, but I always call the Shadow, whatever I'm on, I call it Slim Shady. That's what it reminds me of, some sneaky little shadow that's following me around. Slim Shady. Let's go for a rip. I actually do have a route plan today. I've taken you there before, but it's been quite some time. So it's beautiful. So let's go check this out. Well, at 95 degrees, Mama says, no. She says, I'm not interested. Her just going out on the porch and stuff, freaking out about how hot it is. For some reason, it just doesn't seem that hot to me. Look at that. It's showing 98 degrees on the thermometer, but she's been sitting here for a few minutes. So push it out and got my gear on and come back out. You know, people complain about you gotta kind of tilt it to the right to use the side stand on Pan America. Well, yeah, you do, because the suspension lowers. If you don't have the special that has the automatic lowering suspension, you don't have an issue. But because they sink so far, anyway, the side stands lock, as Harleys do. And I've been dealing with that for 6 years with the Slim. Mom in her little sunny sunshade clothes there, all light and fluffy. Alright, Slim, let's go for a rip. Of course, the first thing I got to do is stop and get gas, because 99 days ago, and I remember doing this, and I was going to ride this next because Kelly and I didn't fill up, and it rained for a little bit, so yeah, we just, I don't know, just lost our minds and went home, forgot to fill the tanks up. In April, which was the last time, April 6th, I want to say, something like that. And anyway, that's not a good time not to fill your tank up, because you never know when the next ride's coming. Boy, you guys see all the crazy? I mean, that Mount Rainier, this is deja vu of 1980 with Mount St. Helens sitting right there. Kind of spooky. Welcome to Washington State, U.S. Highway 12, also known as the White Pass Scenic Highway. I've taken you guys this route many a times. Was that last year I did it too? No, I think it was last year. No, I think I was on the... How did I do that? I don't remember. So, whoa, we got authority vehicles. Washington State Highway Patrol. Whoa, 6 gears, a little tough for 50 miles an hour. This thing's stretched out like it's meant for long distance touring. 6 gears, she's long. But anyway, with the ambient temperature, the temperature from the asphalt coming up, what I'm seeing, that doesn't mean what the ambient temperature is, but I'm seeing 100 degrees. So people don't think, you know, they go, oh, well, it was only 98 degrees. You shouldn't have been that hot. Dude, you got to take into consideration road temperatures that comes up. Traffic, there's Mount Rainier over there. And it can't get any heat off of the bike. I mean, granted, the sun's hitting it a little bit, but anyway, we're going to take a loop out here around well, around water. And something related to Mount Rainier. It was something Kelly told me today that she read that I went, yep, yeah, I know where I'm going today. Wow, that was a blast. About sent me off the back. Well, I can't come down through here without rolling down to the Mayfield Dam. That is one nice piece of property right there. Not many trees on it. It's still absolutely beautiful. Horses grazing out there. Holy moly. I think I have spun through here on something not too long ago. I don't remember what I was on. Seems like it was early this year because it seems like it was pretty dang cold. Tell you one thing, on a nice hot day, no shield sure feels good. Not very good for your face shield, but feels good. So what I was going to tell you, what Kelly was reading, because I seen a thing on Facebook from the USGS or whatever that thing's called, where yesterday there was like 250, 270 or something earthquakes at the summit of Mount Rainier, and people are concerned, as they should be. So Kelly goes, oh yeah, I heard they're flushing all the water out of the dams as much as they can in fear of something going on with Mount Rainier. I go, no kidding. She said, yeah. I go, well, let's go look at some dams. And what I'm seeing immediately, look how low that is. There's the overspill. If stuff goes crazy, it'll come over that. And of course you got the gates over there that open. Look at them gates are all but, oh no, they're shut. I'm looking at them the wrong way. When they're up, they slide up to open up. But doesn't seem to be any water coming out of them. It's not like they're in a big rush to dump those things. Well, look how low that water is. That's crazy. Beautiful Lake Mayfield. Man, that's beautiful out there. But you can see how low it is. You don't normally see so much land. Rife Lake, farther up. Man, they really keep that thing down. I know there's no way you can see, but I can look right between that island and the little cove that goes in there. If you guys remember us going to that island, it's literally right in front of us. First piece of land in the middle is that little round island. That gets you, it's probably about this far off the water. You're up there pretty good, although it just looks like a bump from here. But that camping area is absolutely slammed packed. Remember, it was just a little camping area and then it exploded. And there's only like one house up on that hill above the camping area. And now it's just littered with houses up there. People out there water skiing and whatnot. Holy moly, Slim. Timeless. That's what's nice about things like this. It never gets old. You either don't like it or you do like it. But it's just a classic look that goes back generations. Holy moly. What a good looking mo pickle. Getting spackles or something kicking up off the road or something I ran through. It's hard to believe. She'll be 6 years old. And, well, when's the tag expire? August. That's next month. She'll be 6 years old. Alright. Let's continue on. I love my little outriggers here. Ooh, that's so nice going down went down Highway 12 and it's like a daggum freeway going through there. Everybody is rolling. Even past the state patrol, but I was in a clique of cars and we're going 70 in a 55. Who's he gonna pick to stop? And I gotta say, he whizzed by like he was clipping right along himself. But yeah, you got St. Helens sitting right there, Rainier right over there, which we'll see. I think we see Rainier here in a little bit. Look at that big old crane. Oh, you can't see it. I don't know why. I need to have something I can just whip out, something with a zoom on it. I guess I could do that with my phone. Come on, old Slim Jim. Wish I could take you. You guys been around for a while. You have to go back to the other channel. There's the coolest, almost switchback thing in a cove that goes down there. I went through there with that, what do they call it? The Sportster 72 XL 1200V. I was talking about, it had forward pegs, but they were so high, you literally couldn't drag them. I went baking through there and I firmly planted one of those things into the ground when I was coming back out. Oh, that feels so good to get moving. Whew. Holy moly. The air's picking up some heat from the sun and bike and everything else. Good Lord. That's 108 degrees. Well, obviously that's not correct. Got a youngin' out there as well. Get a bit more wind sound today because there's nothing deflecting anything. It's just me and my head cutting through the breeze. Crazy how tall just these surrounding mountains are. Here's where we start getting some views of the lake again. This time of year with the summer, it kind of, all the trees and the leaves and stuff start hiding stuff a little bit from you. What's that, a peak? It's either Adams or St. Helens. I just seen a little snow peak of there. Yeah, that was St. Helens. Just a little sliver of her. Selling to Yamaha. Telling you what, I can get used to these little strolls out in the country like real quick. Definitely get some miles cycled through the fleet in there. That'd be nice. Man, is that beautiful. People out there cruising around their boats, just enjoying life. I love the look of the wind rippling the water. It gives it that look like you're looking through polarized glasses. That feels so good. Yeah, that knocked her down to about 93 in a hurry there. Get out of the heat of the highway and the sun beaming on the black face clock. Some more beautiful views of the lake. pull-offs have trails that go down to the water. I think there's a little place off to the side here where I may be thinking of a different area. I think I am. A little place where you can pull off and you can drop your boat in the water, like a kayak or something. You know, something that you can carry to it. Yeah, a lot of people. Good Lord, don't you guys... You guys diving in? You diving in?
Yep. Are you ready?
Yeah, hold on a second. Oh. This be cool. Jeez, that's a ways down. Holy moly. That's cool. There's some hesitation, I think.
2, 1.
Oh, cool. Holy crap. That's way longer. Way farther down than I thought. Alright. 5 went in, 5 came up. That was really cool. Dang, that's a whole lot higher than I thought. Holy moly. Kind of gave me that once they leaped off. Oh, I was standing here before my bike gets ran over. Let's walk over and see what it looks like on the other side. That water is super deep. All them hundreds of years of carving through that rock down there. That was really cool. Oh, that's a turn signal. That's not a start button. Come on, Hog. That was really cool. That looks so refreshing. Drop down to your skivvies and leap in there. Oh Lord. My younger days, I'd have been off that thing. I'd have just climb back up, back in, climb back up, back in. It would just be this endless cycle. Welcome to the great metropolis of Mossy Rock, Washington. Kind of blink, you come through here. It's much bigger, but just the town is small. Look how old them buildings are. Boy, those things have some history. Now I got stuck at that traffic light going across Highway 12. Holy moly. And it just was not, despite there was about 10 cars on this side trying to go the opposite way, it was not changing. Just standing there in the beaming sun. It was hot. Just think how old that place is. You could tell it was a filling station and probably a general store and everything all in one. I love that house propped up on the hill. Got one shade tree and it is absolutely doing its job very, very well. I'd have trees all around. That's what I like. Trees all around me. I'm not going to drive through the park. I was just curious to see where the water level is, and unfortunately I can't get that far. I can see that ramp is still, all these years later, is still closed off. That's crazy. Just kind of toodle boost some of these little back roads through here. Ooh, that feels good to put your feet on the back pegs. The floorboards are, I ride with the balls of my feet at the very back of the floorboards, but you know, every time you shift or use the rear brake, you got to take your foot off because everything is just slam forward. Close your shield. There's beehives out there. You can catch them while they're in transit. See all the leaves falling? Definitely starts in July. Oh, that feels so good in those shades. That feels real good. It's nice and cool back in here. Wow, it feels great. Holy moly. Yeah, look at that. Temperature dropped down to about 92, 93. That's probably what the actual temperature is out here. So beautiful. All the light gleaming down in between the trees. Up here is the backside of the Mossy Rock Dam. I've taken y'all here a time or two. And if you scoot down there, you're literally at the foot of the dam. Which is an eerie thought, considering they're really concerned about the dams. Man, if we lost the Mossy Rock, that would go down and take the Mayfield Dam, and that would probably come over to Cowlitz Prairie and get us. That would not be good. I'm gonna just slip right off to the side here right quick. We'll just take a little wheel down there. You know, you get people complaining about the keyless ignitions and stuff like that. Dude, I'm a huge fan of those things. Just like this, you just walk away. All you do is have the key in your pocket. Look at that. No water coming out of the spillway. That's wild. It's where there's little cracks. You see leaks. It's like 1, 2, 3 cracks there, and you can tell where water's weeping through. I can hear generators running down there, so they're obviously still producing electricity. And the big power thing, we just went past that. That's wild. That's Highway 12 going by. When I was going to Sturgis last year, that's where I pulled in and took a potty break, and I think I got some water. Might have ate a snack or something. That was when I was on my way to meet David. That's cool. Alright. Telling you. Never gets old looking. Thing's so low to the ground, it's crazy. Got that Panamera side stand thing. You gotta lean her to the right just a little bit. I can say I'm used to it. I'd rather have the locking side stand than and tilt it to the right than not have a locking side stand. You get people that don't know nothing about Harleys, like the kids and stuff, like, oh, I don't know how they deal with that side stand. That's why you see them things laying on their side on the side of the road all the time. Just a truck goes by and it blows them over. Oh, nope. You should know what you're talking about before you start just Dreaming up old wives' tales, son. There's the electric grid thing for comes up off the dam. Oh, that feels good to move. That water tasted so good, but it was so dadgum hot. No turnaround, no outlet, no phone service. They're right about that. But Apple's kind of tricked you on that one. I can send text and pictures and everything else through satellite now. Man, what a lifesaver. One thing about being over in this area, you're pretty much alone. You are definitely alone. Now watch, I'll come around this corner, there'll be 10 cars down there. Nope. Not a single one. I don't think I can drive on that thing. No authorized vehicles. What if I just come right to the edge? Think the Slim's heavy enough to collapse the bridge? There might even be a thumbnail that comes popping out of this thing. It's facing uphill. It wasn't as easy to push up as I thought it was going to be. What do you think on that? Let's get her like she's looking like she's going to escape when the Mount Rainier earthquake knocks her down. We can flee for higher ground rapidly. Hey, I don't see a neutral light here. What's going on? Oh, there we are. Love this thing. Let's go over here. Peek around a little bit. Definitely down. Look at the mallards down there swimming along there. Oh, Lord. Holy moly. Whoa. That gives you definitely an uneasy feeling. Makes the bottom of my feet tingle. Then I step in the holes. I'm walking along there because I'm looking out. You can see the big boulders down there. Big massive rocks. Why'd you just start swirling like that? You almost sound like a wind gust. Look at that little, what do you call them? One of those things would suck you under if you were over there. I wouldn't want to be down there to find out. Whoa! I didn't realize I walked that far away. Not even halfway on the bridge. Oh yeah, look at that water rushing. I bet you that is just unimaginably deep down there. Look how you can just see it disappear. It looks like it's just a cliff. Little rapids out there. There's a little hummingbird. Hey there, little hummers. Come see me. Yep. Making hummingbird sounds. Alright. Yep. You're definitely alone out here. Oh, I can assure you you're not alone. There's ain't people out here. It's so comfortable. God almighty. You're a looker there, you old clunker. Man, 6 years old next month. What in the world? How could it happen? Lord. It's almost 5 o'clock. What in the holy heck? Have I been goofing around this much? There were some chore things I was wanting to do at home. Something tells me, that's probably not going to happen today. Boom! That tube tire. I don't know if it's, I'm sure it's the tube, because I know tube tires make that funky sound. You get that boom! It almost has that, well, it is hollow. It's hollow with air in it, but just makes a cool sound. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, man. Let the breeze roll through. Holy moly. Stop and wipe my shield off. She's 7 shades of nasty. I've picked up a bug or two. Have I lost my lens cap today? Nope, I still have it. Doing, doing. Is anything? I haven't looked to see if anything was on yet. So far, so good. Gotta put that deep in your pocket. The nice thing is rubber, and it kind of sticks to the cloth in your pocket, so it doesn't fly out easy. Some of the earlier GoPros had plastic ones, and man, constantly losing them things. Wish you could be here. You just have no idea. Look at all the leaves all over the ground. You know, it's amazing that, you know, by the time the leaves start turning colors, you're going, how is there anything left? You know, and some of them you can see the trees have thinned out, and you're going, man, there's not going to be any fall this year. Yeah, I drove all the way through here, and just that never even occurred to me. I was just thinking how beautiful it was out here. Holy moly. And that just feels so incredibly good. Feels like about 90 in the shade, and I think that's right about where we're at. Just that northwest green smell. If you've never been up here, you have no idea. When I first moved up here, I thought, what the heck is that funky smell? And then when I moved our family back to Texas, I go, what the heck? All I smell is pine sol. That's just the way it is. This is that crazy back road you can take out of here. But I'm here to tell you there's some wallopers in here that you'll definitely see air between your butt and that seat. Then you get in those shades and you can't see it. Look how you can see I think that roof, like it's collapsing. It's like a section of it's like blowing out. But you're talking about living out in the middle of nowhere. That definitely defines out here. Horse droppings in the middle of the street. I'm sure people are just trotting around with their hee-haws. Oh no. That wasn't my helmet. That's tar. That's tar in the road. That's bubbling tar. Oh yeah, that's not good. Just try to stay in the coarser part of the road. Just stay out of the shiny spots. That's where the little bubbles of tar are. And they're like, yeah, hear it? Oh, Luckily this thing's not very long, but those things will burst and your tires fling it all over the place. You'd be down there with WD-40 and cotton swabs getting that stuff out. That's cool. I forgot this thing dropped off of this hill over these tree farms. Beautiful, I tell you. I tell you, growing Christmas trees around here must be crazy popular. And I think this road, you can kind of bypass the downtown area. Yeah, you can. That's it right there. And that's that main road coming in next to the schools and stuff. Up ahead of us past this church. Well, the tar stuff wasn't too bad. Luckily, there was a lot of shaded areas I went through, and there's no bubbling tar there. Comes beautiful Mayfield Lake. Oh boy. Ah, look at the sailboats, all that wind out here. That would be perfect. All the water skiers and the boats. Oh, man, there's tons of them. There's a little island out there. And you can see the edge of the dam right there. You can see it, literally. I know you can't see it, but I can see it. Trust me, it's there. Look at all them houses they built up on the hill there. There was one house up there when Kelly and I first started riding out here. And we were riding out here, geez, on the old Venture and stuff. I think her and I rode out here on the DR, the 93 DR. But that thing had an insanely comfortable seat. Back in my home stomping grounds now. There's a whole lot of moo cows. I like that. Love seeing a working farm. Looking out over the Cowlitz Prairie. Down past where you can see those trees way down there is where we were driving this farther down. Drops off down into the Cowlitz River over there. Well, that west wind is strong today. Driving straight into it, heading west, right into it. It's weird to look, and it looks so flat here, and it just goes woof down into a great big canyon down here. There's a round bell or two. There's a few rollers. Oh, they're even divvying up. Oh, there's that same tractor that was down on my street. He's right there. It's funny how these guys, they must come out and cut for, you know, a percentage of the sale or something. This is where I popped out yesterday. Whoop. I signed off as I was taking that turn to come straight to this road. Well, as I'm rolling along on the flatlands here, I think I'm going to bid you adieu and roll myself back to the house. Probably can't hear me that good with all the wind. It's pretty loud to me, but I don't ever wear earplugs. These things, it's not that loud that I need earplugs. But it's loud enough, I know, that it could disturb the microphone. Hopefully you're hearing me clearly. Alright, appreciate you coming along for a good ride on the Slim. We blew some cobwebs out of her today, if there were any hiding. There might have been a few on the bike. But thanks for coming along for a rip. She's always, I mean, literally one of the most pleasing motorcycles you could ever ride. It just feels so good. A little Mustang seat, it's so comfortable. But on that, I'm gonna bounce. Appreciate you coming along for the rip. Old Slim Shady says we'll see you next time. Well, hello there, you two. Good Lord, it's about 10 after 9. I go, Kelly, we haven't done the goodbye vlog yet. She goes, yeah, I know. She goes, it's still daylight out there. I said, barely.
Oh, it looks light to me.
She goes, I was paying attention to the light. Wow. So, super fun ride on the old Slim there. That was great. I took her for a good old ride. Blew some any cobwebs that are in there.
Very nice.
Like I was saying in the video, there's probably more on it than in it. But that was a lot of fun. Got to spend some quality time with the good old gal.
Very.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Goofing around the lakes and the dams and all that kind of stuff.
It's hotter in Hades.
Yeah, it's finally starting to feel halfway decent out here.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah, really good. So I reckon on that, we're going to conclude the vlog today. I think all the time you've seen her, if you even seen her, was waving from the porch.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. You guys have a wonderful Monday or Tuesday.
Heck yeah. All right.
And we'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, back to the whole grind tomorrow.
Yeah, she comes around.
Yeah. We'll see you then. Appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.